माझं नाव Kunal Kashikar, proud wife of Ironman Kunal Kashikar. So definitely when I say Ironman, right, lot many things comes up, right? And you think that the journey is like must be very exciting, lot of fun, lot of training, खूप साऱ्या गोष्टी त्यांनी केल्या असतील आणि कसं त्याचं ओव्हरऑल जर्नी होतं. बट आय वुड से द जर्नी वॉज रिअली डिफिकल्ट. So, and I would like to put that across, how exactly he went through the journey. So, initially, he did his registration somewhere around 2020, and, we were all excited. But across the world, we had pandemic coming in, and everybody got affected. So, the same way, we also got affected. The financial, there was an economy slowdown, lot many financial things came up, and there was ups and downs in our life, and we were going through that. So since the entire industry got slowed down, same way we also got affected with that. So Kunal was going through a struggling phase, and where we found that he was more into where he was a sportsman. He started moving on to a journey where he started depending on the medicines. So to wake him up or to motivate him, he had to be dependent on the medicine. So that was something very very hard, heartbreaking for us. Whereas I knew him starting from 2003, and the kind of person he is, very active, self motivated. He does not need anybody to push him across. But the entire phase was different. So with that, I was also a little heartbroken, and I was like, I still remember calling some of our few running friends, and I said that, sir, I need your help. Kunal is just, given up on his routine and his daily, the regular activities, what he used to do. So he's the days passed on, the months passed on, things started moving a little better. I found back to the older version of Kunal, and he was like, okay, I could see that he's ready for Kunal 2.0. And he was like, started with self motivation. It may be the discipline, it may be his own self grit, determination to achieve those targeted goals. Everything I could, see it, and the changes that were, very much visible. He started with his discipline in the diet. And I still remember the once he decides to finalize and fix his own diet regime, no one can actually change it. It may be people generally say that मीनल तू तर करू शकतेस यार, तू त्याला चेंज करू शकते. No one can actually turn him around and say that okay, today you have a party. No, he will not do it. That's how he is. That's how he is. Self determinant about whatever he thinks, whatever he decides, and he will try to achieve it. So gradually, by the time we were into the month of August, we could see drastic changes in him. So he was all set, through the cycling and running. We could see different, the altogether, fitter version of Kunal. And earlier in Jan, he was 90 kgs. And in August, he was 71. And I was like, my God, now don't lose weight. You are almost done. You're almost there. And he was like, yeah, I feel confident. And he was really happy to do some of the, marathons which he did. And he was like magical.
Kunal, what can I tell about him? He joined our university group in somewhere end of 2017. That was the time when we were at our peak TMM training. So he got better, he slowly started improving, and then COVID struck. So when I saw him back after COVID, he had put on tons of weight. And I was telling him, Kunal, you have achieved a significant amount of transformation before, like when he had lost a lot of weight and he joined us. But to get back to that, it's going to take you a lot of time and a lot of effort, because we saw he could hardly complete a round without walking. So, and then he told me he signed up for the Ironman. And then I saw the transformation in him. I think within 4 or 5 months, he became a superb athlete. So hats off to you, Kunal. You did a great job in completing the Goa 70.3 Ironman. And what is that? It's 1.9 kilometers of swimming, 90 kilometers of cycling, and a half marathon. That's 21 kilometers. Kunal, you are certainly an inspiration, a role model for your son, and keep inspiring us. Way to go, buddy. I'm sure you'll be completing a lot of big events now.
So when Kunal first came to me, he was really overweight and very tight, and he couldn't, really sit across a lot of mobility issues. I definitely had my own reservations, and I thought that this guy's going to take a little longer to reach his goals. But then, I never really judge, and I keep an open mind. And as soon as we started, there was this spark in him. He came across and said that, I'm a little scared. I want to start very easy. I don't want any injuries. That was all okay. But definitely he had so much more potential. He could achieve so much more. And through the training, I realized this that, after say 3 to 4 months, we could push a lot more and achieve a lot more. I knew it could happen. I wanted to unlock his mental inhibitions, if you say so. So we were out there in Goa for the camp, for the training camp. This was about 1 month before the Ironman itself. And he was going into the sea for the first time. He had this big fear of the child. He came up to me and said, "Child, do you think I could do it? Do you think I can do it? Or, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if I'm not able to do it?" I said, "Dude, forget that. You're going to achieve much more." Where we had to do 2 kilometers of swimming in the open sea. I knew he could do 4 kilometers. For me, it was, it's all about showing him that he could do it. So in that 3-day camp, I made him swim much more, which is almost 6 to 7 kilometers of swimming in the sea, and he did that. And boy, he was so happy, and you should have seen him. That was the confidence after doing that camp and coming out. It was that was the moment where he understood that it was his own mind that was controlling him. The fear of that. So once we conquered that, it was all smooth sailing, and we knew the Ironman was going to be a piece of cake. And now that he's done that, now that he's done the half Ironman in Goa, we have got looking into the future with much bigger challenges coming soon. And stay tuned, and we'll be announcing them soon.